Dr. Christopher Longhurst from UC San Diego. Doctor, good morning, and thank you for your time today.
Of course, thanks for having me.
We're hearing this term endemic. Some may misinterpret this, that this is the end of all of this. Is that what it means?
No, that's certainly not. When a disease is endemic, it's predictable, it's manageable, but think of things like the cold, the common flu, and even malaria as endemic.
Isn't that a good thing, though, for after everything that we've been through, that some were hoping? I mean, obviously we hope that COVID-19 would have gone away, but that it's entering an endemic phase, that it can be managed, and it's just something we're going to live with?
Yeah, entering an endemic phase really means that the disease has become more manageable. It's not that it's gone away, it's that it's predictable, it's something that we can deal with. And when we think about diseases like this, like the flu or even seasonal RSV, as something that we have tools to help manage, right? And so we have vaccines, and vaccinations are keeping people from getting sick. We have a variant that seems to be less severe and is hospitalizing less people. And we have antivirals and monoclonals that also help us to manage it. 5 years ago, the annual flu killed 50,000 Americans, but we didn't declare a national emergency because it was manageable and predictable. And I think that this is the new normal that we're going to be entering with this pandemic.
This big surge of Omicron cases, do you think we're getting closer to that? Can you walk us through? I mean, it's January 19th. Take me into February, take me into March, take us into the summer. What do you think the next few months, if you could predict, what does it look like for us?
Sure. Well, respiratory viruses always get worse in the winter. We knew last fall that we would likely have a winter surge. And so our hospitalizations across San Diego County are up to almost 1,400 San Diegans today. And we would expect that we're going to see an annual sort of surge with this new normal of COVID. But that's something that we can predict. And it's something that is on top of other respiratory viruses like RSV and the flu. And so we really have to look at the big picture of respiratory viruses and how it's affecting our population.
Okay, so take me through, like, you come February and into March. When I'm sure people are wondering, when can we take these masks off? When will we be able to, gather again without being fearful of getting this virus?
Well, we're on a steep downward slope of cases now, which is really encouraging. I'm cautiously optimistic that we're going to return to baseline here in the next 3 or 4 weeks. Of course, that doesn't mean that all risk is gone, and people who are at high risk because of underlying disease or age or other immunocompromising reasons are still going to want to be cautious and careful. But I would anticipate the state will relax its masking mandate as we enter the spring. And I would expect that that is something that would last through the summer as well. Even if we see a small surge in the summer, it's not going to be to the levels that we see in the winter.
So you do believe that the masks are going to be around through 2022?
I think there'll be certain places where masking continues to be required. Airline travel is a really good example of a high-risk indoor place without great ventilation where the federal and state governments are likely to continue masking requirements. But I think in your average business, restaurant, particularly locally, that we're not going to see this masking mandate continue past the winter.
There are some who still want to be careful with this variant. So people who may be watching, they have been vaccinated, they've been boosted. What advice would you have for them?
Well, you nailed it on the head. The most important thing you can do is get vaccinated, get boosted, and then be cautious. Everybody has their own underlying risk tolerance. And again, if you're immunocompromised, if you're being treated for cancer, if you've got autoimmune disease, or you're at high risk for another reason, it's important to be thoughtful about where you're socializing and where you might pick up the virus. On the other hand, this virus has evolved to be slightly less severe and more contagious. And so we're seeing places that did not previously transmit virus where it now seems more likely.
Dr. Christopher Longhurst from UC San Diego, we appreciate your time. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.